and like I guess I will, but
No, did he?
but
No, did he?
no did he? Come on, bro, you had to go there. Listen, everyone's here to watch Josh Taylor vs Usman, so I'm gonna try and make it.
Now you take on Moses Itauma. Why do you win this fight?
I think I win this fight. I got more experience. I think I got more ring generalship. I think I could do a little more than what they expecting I could do. They never really seen me in a shape that I'm gonna be in, so I just think they basing their opinions off of stuff they seen in the past, which won't really matter in the future. So I think I'll be able to capitalize off of that. And I think my jab, I'm a firm believer of the jab. I think my jab would get the job done.
I believe Dempsey McKean had the same fire, Mike Balogun had the same fire, Dillian Whyte had the same fire, so it's nothing new.
The tension was electric as Jermaine Franklin almost came to blows with Moses Itauma at the press conference. Security had to step in to separate them, highlighting the intensity and stakes of this matchup. Moses remained composed while Franklin let his frustration show, proving that Itauma's calmness and focus already set him apart as the more disciplined and dangerous fighter. Moses Itauma emphasizes strategy over prediction, showing a mature approach to his matchup with Jermaine Franklin. He trusts his preparation and knows that disciplined execution will determine the result. This focus on the game plan demonstrates his professionalism and poise, giving him a significant advantage over Franklin, who often relies on emotion rather than calculated tactic.
They're putting a lot of pressure on me to perform against him, so where's the win-win?
Moses Itauma emphasizes strategy over prediction, showing a mature approach to his matchup with Jermaine Franklin. He trusts his preparation and knows that disciplined execution will determine the result. This focus on the game plan demonstrates his professionalism and poise, giving him a significant advantage over Franklin, who often relies on emotion rather than calculated tactic.
Never focus on the outcome of a fight. The outcome of the fight depends on the game plan, and I'm going into this fight sticking towards the game plan. And if I stick to the game plan, it can't be a long night. Like I said, I'm not going out there expecting that I'm going to do it, but if I stuck to the game plan, if I do it, if I execute it.
Jermaine Franklin is trying to assert himself by questioning previous outcomes, but it comes across as defensive rather than confident. Moses Itauma does not get distracted by talk or speculation. Franklin's focus on comparing himself to others highlights a lack of composure, whereas Itauma remains disciplined and centered. This mental edge is crucial because in a high-stakes fight, maintaining clarity and sticking to a precise game plan often determines victory, showing why Itauma is already a step ahead.
I feel like he know that Dylan didn't win the last fight, so I feel like in his mind I would be the better option.
Adam Smith praises Moses Itauma's potential, noting he can compete with almost any heavyweight aside from the elite few. This shows that Itauma is a rising force with remarkable skill and power. While Jermaine Franklin may underestimate him, Itauma's combination of youth, preparation, and raw talent positions him as a future contender capable of shocking the division when he reaches his peak. His growth trajectory already separates him from opponents relying on hype rather than substance.
When is he ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois, possibly AJ. The top 3 or 4, he's not ready for them yet.
Moses Itauma makes it clear that this is not a casual outing. While Franklin tries to intimidate, Itauma views every fight as a step in his development. He is confident, ambitious, and hungry for results, planning to go for a knockout rather than just cruise through. This mindset highlights his professionalism and readiness, proving that he is already several steps ahead mentally and strategically compared to Franklin, who struggles to match this level of focus and intent.
Jermaine Franklin, he was kind of more of a learning fight. This is a learning fight for me. But the fights with Dillian Whyte, the fights with Dempsey McKean, they're the fights that got me up.
Peter Fury acknowledges Moses Itauma's strength and power while highlighting his technical ability and movement. Itauma combines size with agility and tactical intelligence, making him unpredictable and dangerous. Franklin's experience means little if he cannot handle a fighter with such skill, speed, and ring IQ. Moses' combination of power, precision, and movement demonstrates that he is more than ready to challenge any opponent, and his calculated style gives him the clear upper hand in this looming clash.
You know, look, it's a good fight to make. Dillian White's got the experience. He's also he can punch. He's strong. He's a big unit. But can he negate the speed, the power, and the ferocity of this young heavyweight coming? And he gives angles. He's a good boxer as well. So that's the thing. You've got experience against somebody who's up and coming that hasn't been tested yet because he's so sharp, so deadly with his.
Joe Rogan is pointing out that Moses Itauma has elevated his game. His movement, angles, and feints are sharper, showing a fighter who has studied his craft and improved significantly. Jermaine Franklin cannot rely on size or aggression alone because Itauma's skill, precision, and intelligence make him unpredictable and extremely hard to beat. This next fight will expose Franklin's limitations if he cannot adapt to a fighter operating at such a high level.
So he's got just unbelievable movement, his angles, the way he boxes, his fucking feints and movement, total.
Spencer Oliver highlights Moses Itauma's exceptional talent and finishing ability. He is not just strong but stylistically advanced, capable of dominating in the ring. Franklin may have experience, but Itauma's combination of skill, speed, and composure gives him the edge. This fight is another step toward a world title, and Itauma's clarity and focus make him a dangerous opponent for anyone in the division.
He'll come and give it everything because he knows it's last chance saloon for him. He needs the victory here. So, look, we find out just how good Moses Itauma is, I think, on the 16th of August when he boxes Dillian White, because I think he wins it and wins it in style. But everyone they put in front of him so far, he's just dismantled. I think this kid's going to go on and win.
Duke McKenzie is showing that Moses Itauma's long-term potential is terrifying. As he gains more experience, he could dominate every opponent in his path. Franklin may think he can challenge him now, but Itauma's skill, power, and focus already make him a serious threat. He is building toward unstoppable momentum, and even top heavyweights will struggle against his combination of intelligence and aggression in the future.
If he has the more experience on his side, Itauma,
absolutely,
another 4 or 5 fights down the line, then you're looking at an absolute wrecking ball. Then he would beat everybody put in front of him. But nobody's going to. Yeah, nobody's going to.
He said Saturday who's going to give him rounds. That's what he was saying. He wants.
Ade Oladipo explains that Jermaine Franklin is a measured step in Moses Itauma's development. He is strong enough to test Itauma, but not so dangerous that it risks stalling his growth. Franklin has faced big names, yet Itauma's discipline, adaptability, and sharp skills will allow him to shine. This fight is about building confidence, experience, and strategy, showing that Itauma is methodically climbing the ranks while Franklin underestimates the challenge.
At all. I'm not mad at all about Willie Hutchinson versus Ezra Taylor. I love that. That is 2 top 10 light heavyweights. I did a video with G-Man. I had Ezra as number 10. I had Willie as number 5. I think G-Man had Ezra number 6 and Willie number 5. So that's how close G-Man has them. These guys were going back and forth ringside. Fuck it. Stop the talking, more fighting. These boys are going to get it on. So, again, I think
Jermaine Franklin tries to assert experience and toughness, but he admits Moses Itauma is a good fighter with potential. This shows Franklin respects Itauma even as he talks big. Moses' focus, preparation, and technical skill put him in control mentally and physically. Franklin may have history, but Itauma's youth, intelligence, and ambition give him the clear advantage in the ring. Franklin's acknowledgement of Itauma's talent underscores the danger he faces when the bell rings.
Fire. I've been proving people wrong my whole life. There's nothing new.
Do you think it might be too much too soon for Moses?
I mean, in my opinion, Moses is a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He got a lot of potential. So I really can't answer that if it's too soon for him. You know, him and his team work on what they work on, so they know what they know. But I just say be prepared to come fight. Nothing.
Tony Bellew highlights Moses Itauma's ability to exploit weaknesses in opponents. He notes that Moses identifies holes immediately and punishes them, a skill that sets him apart from most heavyweights. This analytical approach to fighting shows that Moses doesn't rely on raw power alone. He studies his opponents and adapts quickly. Facing Jermaine Franklin, Moses' precision, speed, and tactical awareness will overwhelm someone who depends on size or basic aggression. Bellew even compares Moses' skill to the elite, suggesting only Alexander Usyk or Tyson Fury could present similar challenges. For Franklin, this means he will struggle to find any advantage because Moses is not just strong but extremely smart in the ring. His ability to pick apart opponents while staying composed demonstrates why he is considered one of the brightest prospects in the heavyweight division.
A block Moses Itauma, who looks absolutely extraordinary, and for me he ticks all the boxes. I like his attitude, I like his style, southpaw, hard hitting, moves so well. He's going to be very, very difficult to sort of deter. So it's an interesting one because, yeah, is this too soon for Moses, or is this just the right fight at the right time?
Russ Amber is making it clear that Moses Itauma's value isn't hype, it's skill. He focuses on what Moses actually does in the ring: his timing, movement, power, and decision-making. Moses' performance shows intelligence and adaptability beyond what most young heavyweights possess. Jermaine Franklin can talk, he can intimidate, but in the ring Moses' technique, precision, and confidence give him an undeniable edge. Amber stresses that skill and preparation are more important than reputation or past fights, and Moses is already ahead of many in his generation. His ability to read opponents, adjust strategy mid-fight, and execute clean, powerful shots makes him a true threat. Franklin's experience may not be enough because Moses is methodical, physically imposing, and mentally prepared, positioning him as the clear favorite in this matchup.
I think Moses is one of the best young fighters boxing has seen in years. And I'm not just saying that based on a result over deal. You know, I hope you understand that when I look at a fighter, I'm looking at things that others don't see. I'm not looking at the hype. I'm looking at what he does in the ring, how he does it, his skill set. You know, I'm looking at that because that's the important stuff. And right now, to me, he's shown probably a better...
Moses Itauma is showing a remarkable level of self-awareness. He knows his skills, his ring IQ, and his ability to control fights, but he also understands the importance of conditioning and experience in later rounds. This fight with Jermaine Franklin isn't just about winning, it's a step to prepare for the longer, tougher fights against elite heavyweights. Moses' honesty about his limitations highlights his maturity and focus. Franklin may rely on power and experience, but Moses' combination of skill, intelligence, and methodical development makes him a fighter built for the future. He's already proven he can dominate early, and this fight is part of the plan to ensure he can sustain excellence in every round, making him one of the most complete and dangerous young heavyweights in the sport.
See you again
this
before
year.
The end of the year.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
And come on, Moses, give us a name. I know you said
Go on.
The crowd should give us a name, and there's many a contender ringside as well. Who do you want to see opposite you?
Usyk. These lot are saying Usyk.
It's Usyk, is it?
What's the crowd saying? What's the crowd saying? Everyone's just shouting out.
The fight between Moses Itauma and Jermaine Franklin is shaping up to be a defining moment for both fighters, but the edge clearly belongs to Moses. Every expert, from Joe Rogan to Tony Bellew, has highlighted his superior movement, angles, and boxing intelligence, showing that he is not just physically gifted but tactically brilliant. Franklin may bring experience and size, but Moses' preparation, adaptability, and ability to exploit weaknesses make him the overwhelming favorite. This isn't just about a single fight, it's about building momentum, learning to dominate different styles, and proving he belongs at the top of the heavyweight division. Moses has the ring IQ, composure, and power to dictate every round, and his confidence shows he is already thinking beyond this matchup toward elite opponents like Usyk. If Moses controls the fight early, Franklin will struggle to adjust, and any attempt at intimidation or brawling will backfire. On the other hand, if Franklin somehow survives the early rounds, Moses' strategic growth and conditioning will give him a decisive advantage in the later rounds. Fans need to watch closely because Moses Itauma is not just winning, he's making a statement for the future of heavyweights. Backhand index pointing right, are you backing Moses Itauma to dominate, or do you think Jermaine Franklin can pull off the upset? Drop your thoughts below.